Today is a special day. We've got a steaming compost heap or hotbed. I wonder if you can see that on this. I can see it emerge just before that seed tray. It's vague, but it's there. I'm quite excited about this. Few things to remark upon. It has gone down an awful lot, the level of the material. It was well up to here at the very back. The warming up process has been a lot slower than I anticipated and hoped for, and it's still not where it's supposed to be, but we're getting there, close to 45 Celsius. It hovered around the 20 Celsius mark for more than a week, I think. And it slowly made its way up to 30, and now within 2 days of that, it's gone up to 43 to be exact in that spot. That is just great. There's a lot of new material coming out of the dug shed tomorrow if all goes well. Yeah, I said in previous videos that as long as nothing happens in the compost heap, you can add new stuff. That is based on a compost heap that you turn all the time. Now that it's just stationary, you can add new material on top, and that will insulate the core more. It will make the core larger effectively. So we've got a few seed trays here already. Let me explain first why most of them are not on the hotbed yet. This is because I have so far only sown perennial seeds, and these perennial seeds need a period of stratification, being a period of cold, and that should be, generally speaking, under 8 Celsius. And each plant has its own desires, demands. Some need a long stratification, and some actually need a warm stratification before a cold one, and some even need another warm one before another cold one. This all to break the dormancy of the seed, ensuring that that the circumstances are right for its germination. Here I divided the tray in two halves, and one half has berberis, yep, that's right, and the other has blue elder, that side here. These are black locusts. Here we have licorice. Never grown that before, no idea how that's going to work out, but that's just an exciting try out. And on this side we have Canadian elder. We do like our elders. These are Osage orange, another species I don't know much about, from America. But in the spirit of increasing functional diversity, I'm just trying out a lot. And these, have to look at that. More Canadian elder. A few more things about the hotbed itself. On this side mainly, I added kitchen scraps every now and then. When Annika was still here, she's back in the south of Sweden now, she and I killed 2 of our male ducks. There were simply too many of the males, and they make the lives of the females very hard. And it was always the intention of getting meat from our own farm as well. Something we have to get used to. So far it's definitely not the nicest task on the farm, but then eating meat that you know is from a good source and from an animal that has had a good life is really quite an eye-opener. So 2 heads of the ducks and some of their innards, the ones that we would rather not eat. They are in this part of the heap as well. And finally, urine. I did add quite a few litres of that over the period that it's been here. And all of these things, especially animal parts and urine, are real kickstarters of the composting process. The bacterial activity in them, or generated by their presence, is a big thing in composting. If you don't get your heap to warm up, adding stuff like that is priceless. Now I really think you can see the steam coming out. And temperature went up a bit again. It's now 48 Celsius. And the effect, this seed tray is not frozen. This one, rock solid. It's minus 5 Celsius outside now, probably quite a bit colder during the night. But this is the effect of the hotbed. Time to get the freshly used straw and hay and manure. These guys and girls make so much manure. It's incredible. Bucket of kitchen scraps added, with some old pork soup and some old lacto-fermented, what's its name, kvass, sourdough bread, apple and raisins, which had really stood a bit too long. So more bacterial activity added, and the straw and manure will go on top of this. Excuse me. While we're at it, we can look to see if there's any of the nice bonuses of having ducks and chickens. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. 2 beautiful clean duck eggs. So that's done. The heap is back to roughly the same level that it was when we put it in the first time, which will compact a lot again as well. So I'm not entirely sure if this will be the last edition. It will depend a lot on the weather, if it heats up quickly. If it heats up quickly outside, then we'll need this growing space as soon as possible to get other veggies that we want to keep in the greenhouse going. And then the compost will have to come out. If it's not entirely finished yet, we can finish it outside in a heap that will be turned, and probably we'll want to do that anyway because the upper and outer layer will not compost so soon if you don't turn. So if worst case, the newly added layer will merely insulate what was here before, so that will compost all the quicker and heat up all the faster. Best case, this new layer will start composting as well. And if it doesn't, again, take it all outside, turn it a few times, bring the temperature back up, get the bioactivity going again, compost all the last bits, and then we'll have hopefully really quite a lot. Although it's never going to be enough for all our plans for hugel beds and other no-dig beds. We will need much more. Tomorrow I will see if the newly added material is damp enough. It's still mostly frozen. Bits of it certainly are quite moist already. Anyway, I'll look into that, give it some time to thaw so that I have a better idea of the moisture level. And if it's needed, and I think it will be, then I'll water this heap enough so that that new layer will be nicely wet enough, not too wet as well.